Hello everyone and welcome to the last video of 2020. I wanted to do this video just as a very quick sort of summary on the car and also plans for it for the next year. I hope you can hear me okay. The weather is freezing and really windy at the moment, so I've put myself on a little mic so you might be able to see a cable sort of dangling here, but hopefully the audio is a lot better. Yeah, I only bought the car like 2 months ago, barely done any miles on it with the lockdown, been working from home. I'll do a whole nother video on why I bought the car, for what reasons, but so I just want to keep this to probably the best things I've done on the car in just the time I've had it, which is like 2 months, and I've done 20 episodes on the car on this channel. Overall, I think they've gone down really well. I think the views is really good for basically the channel, which has only just started out. The subscribers has gone up brilliantly, actually better than I thought. Pretty much, basically, hopefully going to hit 400 by the end of the year. So I've kind of gained 400 subscribers in 2 months, which I think is really good. So I won't go through everything that I've done, just because that might be another video in the future, but I think sort of maybe the best kind of couple of mods that I've done that seem to have got the channel growing and people are really interested in the car. I think as a theme is the interior of the car. On these cars, no one really sort of concentrates just on the interior. It's just maybe engine mods or making them look great from the outside, but I've really tried to kind of put my own stamp and make this car different on the interior with things like the custom steering wheel. Having the Mark 7 ST heated seats in this was a challenge. There's a whole video on that, whole tutorial, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go and check that out if that's something you're interested in. It is possible, but you've got to put in the time and effort, and absolutely love those seats. They make such a difference to the way you drive it, both the seats and the steering wheel, really modernised, freshen up, feels a lot more sporty. So yeah, I think they are kind of my favourite mods really that I've done on the car. Spent quite a lot of money on it. Actually, as a whole, spent a lot of money on the interior on this car. Kind of run out of budget really by the end of this year, but I've already bought a few bits, which brings me on to next year. So quickly to go over that, if you've seen that upgrade video that I did recently, the lowering springs should be done on the car. Now, funnily enough, without going into detail, the back is lowered but the front isn't, so I don't know if that comes across in the video, but there's a big gap at the front and not at the back. But anyway, that's for another video. But the exterior of the car, I think, is where I want to concentrate on a lot more next year. I will be getting it lowered at the beginning of the year, getting the brakes done, so the handling will be better. I really want to get new alloy wheels and tyres on the car. No idea yet on what I want to get. I did, when I very first started out this project, said I wanted to do an all black theme with the car, like kind of more stealth look. So I do still think I want to keep with the black on black look. I'm just not too sure on what style to go for. I don't know if to go for like multi-spokes. I don't know if to go for like those bowler ones where it's like big chunky kind of, 5-6 spokes. I don't know if to go for that. I don't know if to go for something really funky and kind of Japanese JR ones. I just do not know. There's just so many different styles out there. Any recommendations would be really good. But a big upgrade for the car will be these headlights. Now, I did a very quick restore when I first got the car, but it's something that really lets down these STs. I think they look a bit dated in regards to the kind of grey, the orange indicator lenses is just awful. But on black, that's one thing that looks really bad on these cars, is they just stand out too much. And if I'm going for that stealth look, that is one of the things I wanted to sort of address really on the car, and I think will also make it a little bit of a standout at shows, because there won't be any headlights out there like it. So I'm having to spend a lot of money. I'm getting a company to do that. I think they're called LK2 lights. They do a lot of Mark 7 kind of and Focus lights, but they don't really do Mark 6s, so hopefully that's maybe something they'll get into once people see these, or hopefully not actually, because I want these to just be on mine. But without giving too much away, they're going to be very modern, much more aggressive and very stealth. So that'll be a video for sort of next springtime really. But I'm absolutely looking forward to getting them, just because I think it will totally transform the front of this car. It will look more aggressive, it'll look more stealth, it'll be much more modern, not just in the looks, but the performance of the lights themselves. So I think that's a big part of what's going to happen next year, and where all my money is getting spent is kind of the alloy wheels, the headlights, and maybe a few of the little bits and bobs that I'm going to do. Going to finish off the handling, probably look at getting a strut brace, but I think the engine bay as a whole, I'm really happy with that. It's really sort of as clean as I can kind of make it really, without having to strip the engine and give it a good clean. It's got a few nice new touches with the gold, and I think that's the other thing, is the little touches of gold. I have got a few other bits that I want to add to the outside of the car, like the calipers are going to get done. I've got one little decal, but that's kind of it really. I'm going to keep it very much black on black, this car. I don't want to add too much gold, just a little touches here and there. So as well as the alloys that I've spoke about, the headlights and a few of the little bits and bobs, I would like to, if funds allow me to, is I've got the splitter, so there's the TRC front splitter on here, but I haven't got this side skirt extensions, so I really want to get them. I'm not too bothered about the spats at the back because I want to look at getting the Maxton diffuser. Again, if funds allow, that's the outside of the car again that I would like to concentrate in 2021, and there's just so many other things. I think I'm going to have to do a whole separate video where it's future plans again on this car, just because they've expanded since that very first episode when I got the car. Sometimes I am actually lying awake at night and I can't sleep because I just want to get everything done on the car right now. But this is a long-term project car. I really want to enjoy it, and the progress of doing it all from start to finish, and obviously that's why I'm also doing it, to document it with everyone. I absolutely love making these videos, and it's nice to get some good comments as well, but also at the same time I'm hoping that you're enjoying both watching them, what I do, tutorials which help, but also just seeing what you can do with one of these cars. But I just went for a very quick spin in this after I gave it a wash, and after not driving it for a while, it just makes me realise how much I love this thing. And once I've got more done to it, as I've mentioned, I'm just going to fall in love with it even more. But I think again, I think there's a whole separate video that I could do just on talking about the car, the future plans, on where I want it to be, and what this car means to me, and to a car enthusiast, and to someone who's really into the Fords as well, and Ford history. I'm going to do a whole separate video, I think, on that sometime next year. But I think I need to wrap up this video and wrap up the year now. I have been really busy with the channel, and having this nice little break now over Christmas will be great. No doubt I'll be tinkering a little bit with the car, just because I cannot leave it alone. Do you know what? Even when the weather's bad and I haven't got any money left to buy anything, I still go out, and like yesterday, I just kind of went round and gave the engine bay a tiny little extra clean. Just anything to spend some time with the car. I don't know if that sounds sad, but I am a massive car enthusiast, and I absolutely love this thing and love where it's going to go as well, and also I love what I've done to it. I think there's just exciting times ahead for this car, and it's something that I would like to keep forever really. So thanks everyone for watching. Always appreciate the likes, the comments, new subscribers is fantastic. Keep it growing, keep sharing, whatever, really appreciate it. So have a good Christmas, have a good New Year, and see you in 2021. Bye.